everybody, welcome back to another tier list video. Speaking of which, we have a special guest, yet again, Billy the Dolphin here. And, once again, today's tier list video we're gonna make, we haven't done in a while, is Disney Channel and Nickelodeon tier lists, which was known as the live action series. So, before we get into this, what is True Jackson? And it's really like a sitcom type of series. Yup, it's really a Nickelodeon series. So, without further ado, let's begin with the show once again. So, first up we have here is Hannah Montana. Well, let me give you a few reasons. She appeared in some movies, and most importantly, the series itself. Like, why the hell does she appear in the series more like in the movies? Well, I'm gonna put this as casual, pretty bad. Because she makes, like, dumb expressions when it comes to, like, movies and Hollywood. Just because we don't want to make facial expressions in movie productions. So, heck yeah. Let's move on. Next up we've got is Sonny. Which, what is that show called? Sonny with a Chance. Not Sonny Boy, but it's Sonny with a Chance. It is really a Disney show by any chance. So, Sonny with a Chance is like not a... It's really a dumb show. Like, I couldn't even watch it. You know why? Because it's a ripoff of iCarly. Which, speaking of which, we have to get to iCarly in just a minute here. So, it's about how we make movies in certain amount of ways that they didn't even look too unexpected. So, heck yeah. Next up we've got here is Victorious. Well, hate to tell you this, but I know how they met each other in those types of movies. iCarly Meets Victorious was actually in one of the seasons because they only met up in high school and also on the arena at a birthday party. Like, what the heck, Victorious? I think the show is definitely casual because of what they look and depending on what series on Nickelodeon that they have here. So, yeah. Let's move on. Next up we've got here is another dumb show, Lizzie McGuire. I'm going to say that one is also dumb because I don't know why that show made its own comebacks like The Middle. The Middle is like so many sitcoms. Why the heck did they put so many sitcoms in one of each episodes? Like, that's what we're talking about here. And let me check on Wikipedia and see what Lizzie McGuire really looks like right now. I mean, like, what the heck, dudes? Can't even show up on Wikipedia. So, it is really a comedy television series. Terry Minsky and Hilary Duff and Jake Thomas, Adam Lamberg, Leon M. Lamberg, whatever the heck that is. Howie Todd, Robert Carradine, and in all the Lizzie McGuire movies. And it's being production to Disney Plus for the first time. And they also have nominations for the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. So, that's how it's, the dumb show ever. Next up we've got here is The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Well, superb show because they made a good job when the show starts for the Tipton Hotel. You know why? Because the Tipton Hotel is like what they filmed in New York City or California. Whatsoever. Next up we've got here is Big Time Rush. Again, it's an awesome show, by the way. You know why it's awesome? Let me give you a few reasons. Just because it's just an awesome show doesn't mean they have too much excitement going around their brains. So, is it because Big Time Rush was actually the same better artists than the Imagination Movers, the Doodle Bops, the Wiggles, and many more excitements, including the Hootie Dooties whatsoever. And yeah, Big Time Rush is like always a good shows and good bands. And I saw the Big Time Rush movie. It's really rocking the dust. Next up we've got here is Sweet Wife on Deck. That show is another superb. I don't know why they made a second show based off of the cast itself, since they're all grown up. So, yeah. I guess that's all of that. Next up we've got here is Zoe 101. I guess this show is another casual. Because of what the cast really looks like and how it does it with the actual celebrity cast as well. Like, how does Carly Shay moved on to the other cast when it comes to, depending on what shows that they have been filmed or released. Nickelodeon does do a good job on some of the production numbers. When it comes to Dan Schneider Productions, like, let me check the Dan Schneider. So Dan Schneider was actually the American television producer. And he also films like other simple shows. Like, here's Schneider's bakery logo. Like, that's what all Nickelodeon live action shows might be released. They belong to all of them to the Dan Schneider Productions. But some other shows from Disney Channel either go to Horizon or it's a Laugh Productions. Whatsoever. Next up we've got here is Ned's Guide. Whatever that is, it's definitely another bad show. No matter what, it's bad show. Depending on how much they filmed in schools or anywhere else in the world. Just like in Nickelodeon tier lists or anywhere else, it's definitely, I changed my mind, it's definitely like another bad show. Next up we've got here is Drake and Josh. And this show, it's another awesome show. It's just, I forgot how the actors might be doing it. Already, I didn't even know Drake and Josh has already have their own reviews here. You're right. Drake Bell and Michael was actually one of the actors for the series. That's how Drake and Josh is like the good series to have. That's why they always have, when it comes to like, you know, creating your own songs. Like, I Found a Way is really, really the good song ever. Next up we've got here is Good Luck Charlie. Well, this show, I would say it's another casual. Because the cast itself were like insane. But, so, in the appearance we see Kermit the Frog in Good Luck Charlie for the first time ever. So, here's like a clip of Kermit the Frog in Good Luck Charlie. You know why? He appears in one of the season-like episodes of... He appeared in like some episodes, like whenever he's at a house, and Steve Whitmire's not behind the camera. And here's a little bit of a clip, but we're not doing the song itself.
You could build your dream house. What kind of house would it be? Would it have 13 master bedrooms and a pine panel library?
Yeah, Kermit the Frog was actually the appearance of one of the seasons. So, yeah. Next up is iCarly. It's another superb show. You know why? Because the reboot one was a pain in the butt. And the series itself, Carly, Shay, and Jennifer, whatever the heck that blonde girl is, Jennifer, their actors were pretty good. And the worst part is, in like the wrestling episode, why the heck did they put drawings under their toes? Like, that is really serious. Don't ever do that in video, guys. because they'll get a copyright strike when it comes to like personal's business. Next up we've got here is Sam and Cat. Well, Sam and Cat, I would say it's a bad show because they were just kids having fun, and it's never ending when it comes to like having friendships together, whatever that is. True Jackson VP, it's a dumb show because they didn't have a good job on being the actual cast for the show. Wizards of Waverly Place, I could say, is bad show because they've done an awful job on creating the cast as possible. And last but not least, it's That's So Raven, which was also dumb show. But all that looks perfect, especially with the cast itself, where like, fantastic. But all the casts were actually not in a good place. Depending on how much they could work for $500 an hour when it comes to work like this and stuff like that. Even with Hollywood productions will never be added to this. Well, this is Colin Dyckman saying sign you out. Stay tuned for some other tier lists coming soon.